Listen.
You can't see me. You can't smell me, nor can you touch me. I am a voice, but before I had none. I was a victim of teen dating violence. I had no voice. For all of you watching, I only ask of you one thing. Listen.
Dating abuse often starts with teasing and name-calling. These behaviors are often thought to be a normal part of a relationship. But these behaviors can lead to more serious abuse, like physical assault and rape. 33% of teens aged 13 to 17 report they or a friend experienced dating violence. A male teen shares his experience dealing with violence in a relationship.
I had broke my foot. Like playing with my cousin. I broke my foot and I was on crutches. So one day I go over her house afterwards. I'm sitting there and I'm like, she said she wants to go outside for a walk. I'm like, I don't feel like walking, I'm on crutches. Like, you know, when on crutches, your underarms hurt because you're on crutches, right? And she was like, well, I want to go outside. I'm like, okay, fine, let's go. So I'm sitting there, I walk outside, and all of a sudden she kicks my crutches from underneath me and pulls both of them up. And she just walks off with them and stands maybe like 10, 15 feet away from me. I'm sitting there like, bring my crutches. And she said, you want them? You want them? And she takes one of them and she slams it on me. And I'm sitting there hurt, like my arm and plus my foot was starting to hurt because I didn't take any pain pills that day. You sitting there beat me with my own crutches. She was like, because you don't want to spend any time with me. I'm like, I got up and walked outside with you. Of course, going off again, she cussed me out. I'm sitting there with my one crutch. I'm sitting there trying to get up, and then she takes the other one and she hits me in the back with it, and I fall and I slam my head on concrete. I'm sitting there, I'm dazed, like, and I see her. I look up and I'm seeing her feet, and she's walking around me, doing something. And she goes inside the house, and I hear the door slam. So I'm sitting there trying to get up, and then she walks outside. I look behind me and I see my backpack flying towards me, and it hits me. I fall again, and this time I hit the back of my head. That's the way I fell. You feel me? I broke my foot. I have no way of balancing myself. Like, it got to the point where she would sock me, hit me. She would, but like when my leg was broke, she would kick my foot on purpose, like make it break even more, and it would hurt.
My friend keeps asking me if I'm okay. That day my boyfriend got a little physical with me. Well, he was just going through some hard times at home. My friend doesn't see the good stuff he does for me when we're alone. When he hits me, trust me, he really doesn't mean it.
Hey, what's up? Hey, not much. So, how are you and Evan? We're good. You know, I've seen Evan grabbing you in front of everyone, and it doesn't really look like you guys are playing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if something's wrong, you know you can talk to me.
Evan's not that bad. When he gets mad, he gets a little out of hand. It's not that big a deal.
I've seen Evan hit Rebecca. For Christ's sake, she has little cuts all over her. She tries to joke and say they're playing, but things like that, they can escalate.
I'll be alright.
If you say so.
Listen.
43% of teens report being physically intimidated, hurt, or emotionally abused by a boyfriend or girlfriend. A male teen shares with us his perspective on verbal abuse.
Some mental issues that a girl actually took was the guy calling her fat. You know, she wasn't really fat, but you know, she getting a little chubby, and he was just like, I don't want, why are you getting fat? Go run, you know. And this guy wasn't, skinny himself. And he was just like, no, I'm gonna leave you if you gain any more weight and all that stuff. And actually, she led him to a little bit of bulimia by throwing up some food because of the verbal abuse that the guy was giving her. She's feeling that the more, just a little salad and she's eating, she's gonna get fatter and fatter. Like, she already has that mindset because the guy gave it to her. So, everything she eats, she thinks she's gonna get fatter and fatter. So she just believes that if she eats to eat in front of people, they think that there's nothing wrong, she's not anorexic or anything. But then throw up later when nobody's there, then, it's kind of hidden so nobody can see it. It's all caused by verbal abuse and, it's all mental stuff.
My boyfriend began criticizing how I dressed. He told me how I just didn't dress sexy enough for him. Later, he started saying how fat I was and how nobody else was going to want me. He told me to stop eating so much. He was right, though. I guess I was getting too comfortable now that I had a boyfriend.
What's up, ladies? Where you guys going?
Lunch?
I hope it's not buffet. You know how Diane gets. She's a beast.
What the heck was that supposed to mean?
You know what I mean? Hey, don't be rude.
You're rude.
What if it's the truth, though?
You know your girlfriend's right here.
Hey, if someone doesn't look out for her, she's gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? Come on, baby, let's go.
Listen.
Domestic violence is the leading cause of injury to women between the ages of 15 to 44. Two teens give us their viewpoint on controlling behavior.
My brother and his girlfriend, they've been going on for about 2 years, and my brother's 15 and his girlfriend's 14. So half the time they'll be fighting and he'll play with her and he'll be like, well, if you leave me, who's going to be there? And I know we're young, but at the end, no one's going to be with you because you've been with me. And he'll just mess around with her mind. And it's kind of like a love-hate. Like, 1 minute they love each other, 1 minute they hate, but they both play with each other. The whole abuse, control relationship, because my brother is a lot like my dad. He thinks he can control everybody, that he gets to do what he wants to do and nobody can do what he wants. So my brother will be like, if he can go to the mall, he'll go to the mall. His girlfriend calls him and be like, I'm going to go to the mall. He won't let her go to the mall. He won't let her talk to anybody. It's just a controlling thing he has. He doesn't let her do anything at all.
I know this one person that he played like a breakup song to a girl, and she picked up her phone and threw it at him just because he played a song. He was just joking around. I know he plays around with her a lot. Another reason is because she's really jealous and controlling, and she would hit him, and he can't, MySpace. MySpace is a big drama for them. He can't have any girls commenting on him or messaging. That she thinks that's secretive. Why you want to message a girl? You just say that on comment.
With my mom, her whole 17 years of her marriage, it was my dad controlling her, and she would just be afraid to the point where it'd be like, if I leave him, I'm left with 3 kids and nowhere to go. And I would tell her, Mom, there's programs for everywhere. There's a SAFE program, there's counseling. You can leave, but they're afraid of that, and they're afraid of the consequences, and it's not easy for them.
My friends always